Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a great day. It's Easter. He's risen. Yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful Easter, a wonderful day. Those of you who don't celebrate Easter, I hope you're just having a wonderful day in general, or don't celebrate Jesus. I hope you're having a wonderful egg day, bunny day, whatever you do today. I hope you're having just such a great day. I hope you're staying hydrated, drinking lots of water, have eaten something. If you haven't yet, now's your time to. Today we're back with Danganronpa. It's been like a month and a half, so I literally don't remember the voices that I gave characters, so bear with me. But we're gonna jump right back into it. That's what we're gonna be playing until next month. At the beginning of May, we're going to be doing a new game on Sundays. But for now, we are continuing our Danganronpa journey. So we're just going to switch right over. I don't think I have much else to say besides we're going right over to Danganronpa. Oh, and I'll actually be streaming on Fridays and Saturday. This coming Friday and Saturday. I know it's been a while. I've had to go home for a lot of insurance dealings, so that's been a little bit frustrating, but I finally can stream Friday and Saturday. So we'll be streaming every single day this week, which is really, really exciting. So besides all that, we're gonna jump right into it. I think one more thing I want to remind is that our goal is 100 followers, and once we get there, I'll be doing a hand reveal that involves you guys picking the nail color that I paint them on stream on Twitter. So that will be a poll. I have a couple of options. It will also come with a new emote. We also will be having at that milestone a hand cam every single time we do more involved gaming like Minecraft or that type of thing. So that is what you guys will be getting. And we are very close to affiliate. The viewers have dropped a bit. So once we get back up there, hit 3 average viewers, we will be affiliated and the first emote will drop. So I just wanted to remind that because it's been a while since I have. So anyway, let's move right into Danganronpa. I've been talking way too much. Here we go. Let's load our game. I did turn down the volume as much as I can in the game, but I ended up having to turn it down a ton in OBS. So I apologize for that. Continue. So yes, we're investigating. That's what we're in the middle of. We're investigating, was her name Sayaka? Her killer? Forget what we've investigated in here, what we haven't. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, it's on right now. Oh, let me just double check the volume sounding okay. Yes, it's good. Beautiful. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Ifumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here the incinerator was off. Yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Okay, freak. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. I'm kind of abandoning the voices a bit. They're very straining with this many characters. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how's that possible? Ooh, truth bullet. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Is that... Do you know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish.
Mm.
Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see in a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl, who always has a quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. Okay. The green button turns it on and the yellow button turns it off, or so it seems anyway. Anything else to look at? I don't think we need to talk to Hifumi. Oh, what's this? That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Oh, nice, we got a coin. Rad. Anything... I think we hit everything, right? I forget how to leave. Oh no, that's how you do that. Do I have it? No, that's for hints. Oh, there is something here though. Thank you, hints. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something.
Mm.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? What? Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Alright. This whole thing's quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does all it mean, Mr. Nayagi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. That's true, I did forget everyone thought we did it. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic fantasies. This is true. Oh, exit. Thank you for reminding me, game. Okay, so we gotta go back to the gym, right? I don't know if I remember how to get there. Cafeteria. Is this it? I thought this was the entrance, right? So I don't think that's it. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, I forgot y'all are freakishly tall. For some reason. Okay, so I just went in a circle. It is through those gates, I believe. Yes, okay. So, not there, over here. Oh, let's go to the store. We got a couple of coins. Boop. What are we gonna get? Because we can get presents to people. Give it a shot. I forgot how to... Oh. Got an item. What'd I get? Can I go again? Oh, why is it the down button? That's weird. Let's do all three. I like that I can do them all at the same time. Oh, what? Well, then I shouldn't do them all at the same time. That was redonkulous. Oh, wait, no. The more that I do, the less of chance that I'll, get repeats, huh? I got it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at what presents we got. Except it's actually horrible to get through. Oh, Rose Whip. Yeah, then we have the ray gun. The radio. So those are the two things that we got. Okay. Let's go to the gym now. Oh guys, I got truth bullets. This is not right. I don't remember the school. Was that not it? Store. Oh, there it is. It's been too long. Guys, I have truth bullets. It wasn't me. Take my bullets. Oh yeah. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Bro, she's got like a million poles sticking out of her spikes. Hey Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break. Want to break free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell? Why do you say what the heck and it said what the hell? What the heck? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable, so how'd it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? Yeah. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon, bro. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? You ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you, sir? Let's put that aside for now. So, you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Or he's lying. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. Can't even feel bad for him. Ding dong bing bong. Ding bong ding bong. Oh, is it time?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Sure.
Time for the long-awaited
Everyone's gonna accuse me, though.
class trial.
I'm ready.
Now then,
I have truth
allow
bullets.
me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh.
See you soon.
Can finally go through the door, boys. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Okay, bro, you don't need to be dramatic about it. Just walk to the door, I don't know what to tell you. Whoa, it just spit me out here. Ominous music. Holy crap. Why is Makoto 10 times shorter than everyone else? You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Bro, what? I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Let's get started. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready?
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Alright, let's go. I guess. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally come.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. I like to think he's narrating out loud. I think it's funny to think about it like that. You finally arrived. Yeah, I'm not doing the Monokuma voice too much. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like just a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit.
well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Bro, just because you put deadly in front of everything, ooh, doesn't mean that it's scary. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, preparation. Oh, God. Okay. E-handbook. So, let's look at our truth bullets, right? The victim was Sayaka. Well, let's look through everything here. Death. Time of death. 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death was stab wound. So this is the Monokuma file. Oh, what the? Can I not go back one? Evidence of a struggle. Well, I remember these, so I'm just gonna look through all of them. Replica sword sheath and replica sword. Switching rooms, yes. Toolkit. Right. The cleanliness, right? Someone had like lint rolled it all. Sayaka's wrist. The dying message. Bathroom door frame, right? It you have to jiggle it to get it open. The doorknob, yes. The nameplates were swapped. Kitchen knife set, one's missing. Her account, because she was in the kitchen. Trash duty, incinerator, burnt shirt piece, shattered crystal ball. Okay. Set skills? What does this mean? Oh, whoa, do we get skills? That's kind of rad. How do I... Oh, I guess I can just hit escape. Alright, let's go.
a basic explanation of the class trial.
Okay.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Sorry.
Don't be a goddamn idiot.
Yeah,
Why
what?
the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Okay.
Penetrate?
Sir.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Alright.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Let's go. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. This is true. Everyone thinks it's us, so they're all gonna die. First non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Not at all. Yes, I'll hear more. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and fire with the left mouse button. Okay. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can reveal the controls. Good luck and have fun. Okay. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
That's true.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
That's right.
In the bathroom.
You're right.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I think I did it wrong. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies, contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? Yeah, I did notice I clicked the wrong button, sir. Sir. I know how to, thank you. Control to fast forward, thank you.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss. Yeah, we know that. And the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she didn't even have a chance to resist.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. You're wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Well, bro, we know one of
Sayaka
those.
and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't
Why
caught by
is
surprise
everyone in this
bathroom?
class an actual idiot? I'm
She
so
must have
sorry.
been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
So
I agree.
Okay.
Oh, it's
so
okay.
what's
I'm sorry I was mean.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
The murder weapon is the knife. I believe. Right, kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Right.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like
Oh, I missed it. Frick.
Son of a bitch.
This is annoying.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of without a doubt. So the killer used some random knife they
So I have to do it while they're talking. I can't.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, I don't think you need to look real
So the
close
murder
for that,
weapon
but
was a kitchen knife. But where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the
true. Queen.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it.
Yeah, because she
we will
knows,
reveal
because
it
she a big brain.
You really believe that?
Yeah. She big brain, and y'all are smooth. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates. Would you like to hear more? Not at all. Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. Okay. On top of that, it'll study your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Good luck and have fun. Make your argument. So we have... They always account... I don't know how to say her name.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Right.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Not me.
He did it in secret. Nobody.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Yeah, because we just call her Hina. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives are still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
To be fair, that's a fair question. I'm
Speaking
gonna
of
be
which,
honest.
I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Okay.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say
say that out loud. Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I
Fair.
wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Ooh.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Tea.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later...
So she got the knife. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
I realize I'm not talking a lot during this. I want to point that out of like, I just don't want to interrupt the voice acting going on here because they put a lot of work into it.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument. You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes. As things advance further in class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal the important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Then good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Yeah, I don't remember. Think. Oh, hair. Oh, I have to... This is weird. Oh, I have to shoot it until it's red. I see.
Now I understand.
Oh, the lint roller. That was a weird way to phrase that, but sure.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
You remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom.
Oh, it was broken.
Right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Makoto would have
And
known how to
did
open
the
it.
killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the—
So what? You're saying he
I
wouldn't
didn't
break
mean to
the
cut
door
that
in his
out.
own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoto said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure, there's so much. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Okay. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. This is important because your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak points are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck and have fun. Okay. So I really gotta look at it, huh? Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Mm-hmm.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
True.
She then fled into the bathroom.
True.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Right.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally,
Frick!
the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer.
Alright, go again. I just am too slow on it. That's the problem.
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
Right, there we go.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then
Why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The
door,
killer could
the
easily make that mistake,
pictures are
thanks
switched.
to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the doors actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was it took place in my room.
I got it!
They didn't know that.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific,
Relax your smooth
what
brain,
the
man.
killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't
Right.
opening.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's right. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now?
No.
Majority rules.
You'll lose.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the
That's a
first
good
place?
question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular. Because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because we switched rooms.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
knowing what she'd been through. I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay, Sayaka?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Alright, here we go. Make your argument. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Right.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
No.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
No.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... well,
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew he had switched rooms... Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
you can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room, right? Yep. Check the nameplates, whatever.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, We first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Her wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Bro, we already covered that.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Oh my gosh, how much do I freaking need to know about debates? Yes, I am. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Make your argument. Let's listen first.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke
Right.
Zono's wrist.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. The sword sheath, right? But where...
The culprit grabbed it, and that's when the first blow was sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
So then that's wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Right.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Right.
Means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it.
So Sayaka attacked first.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
She never used the sword. Which part of your body would have to touch it? Her palms.
I got it!
There's no gold on it.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Relax.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. The water was off. They turn it off like after 10 or whatever, right? Oh.
Sayaka's time of death was
Yeah.
around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Ew.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's been a couple days.
You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Relax.
I'm not sure whether to take
She's
that
so
as a
rude.
compliment.
An insult, obviously. So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yes.
We already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yeah, bruh.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Dang, she used us.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because... Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now! Come on, hurry up and decide who did it!
I agree, Monokuma. It's taking for freaking ever.
Just because you ran out of time!
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. It's not true. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. Her left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
True.
But even if that's
Your
really
singular
is an
brain cell.
N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn a message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
True.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found in the ground in front of the incinerator, right?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
That's a huge safety pin on his shirt.
Is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to. You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How? Because of the glass ball, right?
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is a real killer. Boppin'. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only
That's
one
true,
who
though.
could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And no, that's wrong.
Oh, I hit the right one on accident. Hello.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got it.
He's a baseball star, you know.
Killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
One through that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in. Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible. Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge for the killer because ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains has got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this? Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of the events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might actually lead to a breakthrough. Good luck and have fun. Okay. Finish it. So he entered, right? This one goes here. Oh, it's backwards because, yeah, that was freaking me out. Hang on. Okay, so next, stabby. Wait, there's so many though. Oh, there's more. Sorry. Okay. So stabby. Then this would go here. Then she tries again, right? So it would be this one. And then he broke her wrist. Oh, what? Well then not this one. It would be this one. This one would go here. Then he defends himself, lifts it, smack. He breaks her wrist. She goes in the bathroom, hides. Then he's not really sure what to do now because he can't open it, so this. Then he walks up to her. And she's writing on the wall. He leaves. Or well, leaves the bathroom, right? Then it's this thing. He scrubs it all. Now he's in the trash room. This is the ball. Tosses that in. Then there's that. So then there's one more, right? Or did I do it from beginning to end? I'm really, hang on. He entered and she was hiding there. Already with the knife. I think that's right.
You. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she's taken from the kitchen earlier.
Okay,
but
good.
then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my
This
room
is a cool
and
sequence.
fought
I
back.
enjoy this.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
That was really cool. I enjoyed that. Cool sequence.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object. I object. I object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's this? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Bullet time battle. Okay. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh gosh. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen to reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statements. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse as a tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull this off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 and you run out of time, you fail. Good luck and have fun. Okay.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could have been.
To acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is a killer. I need to figure it out. It's a toolkit. Alright, let's see if I understand this right.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Oh.
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Oh god.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Whew.
Where's your proof? This should prove it.
Nice. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. When this trial's over, I'm gonna take a quick break and just get some water.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
His own.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So,
Got
you
him.
have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Nice. Ooh. Achievement, not from concentrate. What's the mistrial? And you must acquil. Got 3
Looks like
achievements.
you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh boy. Here we go. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her first.
none of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How, exactly, is it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Yeah, okay. Brutal. The 1,000 blow. Oof. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take this and— oh. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. Why are you putting upstanding young citizens like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying, what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in here. Just like before. Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone was waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned to reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Okay, I'm taking this moment to run to the bathroom and get a drink of water, so I will be right back. Okay, I am back, so we're going right back into it. I got about half an hour left. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Sure, I guess. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. There's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Maybe she wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Aww. We finished chapter 1? Nice. 13 left. To be continued. We'll start episode 2. We got 20-ish minutes left. Ooh, you received a despair bat present. Yes, please. Achievement. 1 is the loneliest number. Oh, I can't go in there. It's very clean. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. Just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us... Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial's over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
That's messed up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
you got it.
So everyone just try to cheer up and get back on track. Is that, honestly, supposed to make us feel better? We were already working together, and yet someone has been still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. By now it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well,
But if we work together against a mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. It'll be over I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great a risk.
So
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game. No.
What?
No what? I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it? She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind's responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you? That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault that happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who cares? Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that just saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's Life of Despair. Interesting. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay.
What?
Lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3.
I like how Hina's kind of just, she's doing it, but she's unsure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in an empire of darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. Doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you. A whole new world? It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But, a new world? Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about
That seems unlikely. Well, we don't know till we look. Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time. Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? We're like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. So I do know what is open, because I have seen the anime. Alright. Here. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Ooh, let's go. This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. This is the girls' bathroom. If I ever took one step in there, I'd become a total creep in everyone's eyes. That'd be it for me. Oh, I can go in here. Oh, just over here? This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in here. Okay. Yes. What's in here? It's a classroom. I don't really want to talk to anyone. Cameras, clock. I know it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time was wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. Really don't like that. Oh, nice. I think that's kind of it. We should go to the store if we have a chance. That's it over here. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, library. Oh gosh, lots to look at. Let's start over here. Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. What's this? The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy? It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal in the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates either enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put up this little performance. But that would mean it would close when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
if it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution if it's true. But then, what about the other part? What do they mean by serious issues? It's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
no.
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... So we had that. There's a closet. Let's look over here. We'll do closet next. Shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Looks like this library has been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. Oh. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. We have a lot of coins. Let's say the same thing, so... Yes. So then... Really the last place to look is this. What's behind this door? Some kind of archive. Well, I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. Can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true, I don't really have any reason to check it out. Okay, let's go look at one more room, and then we'll save and call it for today. Oh, I guess there is only one more room, right? Unless I missed something. Yes. No. It didn't, I don't think. Okay. Let's go back down, I guess. And then maybe we'll go to the store. What? Oh, store. Sorry, I thought that was the store. What? What do you mean? Alright, that's the trial room. What do you mean? We went upstairs though.
down. You understand?
Alright, well... maybe I'll go up and talk to them then next time. I don't... oh! Here. Okay. Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. There's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. So can't go into the girls, right? Behind this door is the locker room? Yeah, I guess you need your handbook to get in the locker rooms. Really? Oh hey. Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, okay. You have to swipe your personal e-handbook across a card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? It'll be... I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not? That never even occurred to me, to think someone would be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so no one can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? Kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain's 100% cotton. I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's because you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. Okay, you're at that age where you tried opening a plastic bottle. Okay. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then, in that case, I would ask you to keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya. Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm
Sorry, I'll pass this time. Oh come, when you're defunct, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor, but I didn't see anything that might lead to any exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Oh, it just sent me there immediately? Alright. Oh, that's not right. We want this. Because we want to save. And return to main menu. Yes. Because we're going to end here. We've been streaming for our full 2 hours. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream and had a great time. I don't have too much to say besides I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with... what am I doing tomorrow? What do I normally play? Valorant. With some Valorant. That's what's happening. So, I'm gonna see if there's any friends to raid, but while I do that, if you guys are watching on YouTube and you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. It takes 2 seconds and it's completely free. So you can always unsubscribe later. My Twitch is being silly. It won't even let me do my commands for some reason. Hello? There we go. And raid. Oh, Lizzie is playing Overwatch too, so let's raid Lizzie. So I will see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard for Valorant. Bye, guys.